Welcome to Royal Telly. I am your host, Chloe. Stay with us as we explore Meghan's revolutionary journey. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was once the subject of intense scrutiny by the British media. A woman of grace and resilience, she found herself in the crosshairs of relentless attacks, her every move dissected and criticized. Yet, in the face of adversity, she remained unbroken. Meghan was more than a princess. She was a multidimensional woman, a creator, an entrepreneur, and a home cook, a woman who refused to be boxed in or controlled. And so she chose to rise above the noise, to reclaim her narrative and rewrite her story. And what better way to do so than through a universal language? Food? Meghan embarked on a journey to create her own platform, a cooking show and brand named As Ever. Priced accessibly, this venture was not about luxury, but about connection. It was about sharing her love for cooking and, in doing so, sharing a part of herself. The Duchess faced her fair share of criticisms. Critics were quick to label her as inauthentic, to compare her to other influencers. They were relentless in their attempts to undermine her efforts. But Meghan was no stranger to criticism. She was a working woman employed since the age of 13. She knew the value of hard work and was not about to let the critics stop her. Meghan was creating opportunities not just for herself, but for her family. She was proud of her domestic skills but refused to be defined by them. In a society that often tries to pigeonhole women, Meghan was breaking barriers, challenging expectations, and redefining what it means to be a woman, a mother, and an entrepreneur. And thus began Meghan's journey to reclaim power through her own cooking show. A journey that was about more than just cooking. It was about resilience, about breaking barriers, about rising above criticism. It was about showing the world that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, cannot be silenced. Meghan's cooking journey is not just about cooking, it is about a woman reclaiming her narrative. This isn't a tale of banana pudding and roast chicken. Rather, it's the story of the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan, an influential woman who, despite being torn apart by the British media, has created her own platform to share her passion for cooking and life. Her cooking show and brand, As Ever, represents her multi-dimensional personality. It's a testament to her resilience, her creativity, and her entrepreneurial spirit. But importantly, it's a glimpse into Meghan as a home cook. And let's be clear, this isn't just about cooking up a storm in a fancy kitchen. It's about the love, the memories, the traditions that are intertwined with every recipe she shares. As for her brand, As Ever, it's more than just a line of kitchen products. Priced between $12 and $15, these aren't luxury items. They're meant for every home, every kitchen, and every person who shares Meghan's love for cooking. This is Meghan's way of saying that good food, good cooking, isn't about the price tag. It's about connection, about sharing a meal with your loved ones, about creating memories that last a lifetime. But the Duchess of Sussex cooking journey is about more than just food and connection. It's about breaking barriers. It's about challenging the expectations that were set for her by the royal family. It's about showing the world that a Black woman can embrace domesticity on her own terms. It's about creating generational wealth and opportunity, not just for herself, but for her family, for her community. At its core, Meghan's cooking journey is a powerful narrative of resilience. It's about a woman who, despite the criticism, the scrutiny, and the hate, continues to rise. It's about a woman who refuses to be boxed in, controlled, or silenced. It's about a woman who is proud of her domestic skills, but is not defined by them. It's about a woman who is, above all, unapologetically herself. Meghan's cooking journey is about connection and breaking barriers. Despite her efforts, Meghan faced criticism from the usual suspects. Yet, in the face of adversity, the Duchess of Sussex held her ground. Her journey was not about succumbing to the pressures of critics, but about standing firm in her truth. Critics were quick to point fingers. They criticized her use of Creuset cookware, questioning the authenticity of her home cooking experience. Some even went as far as comparing her to tradwife influencers, attempting to undermine her efforts and diminish her accomplishments. But let's set the record straight. The Duchess of Sussex is a multi-dimensional individual. She's not just a duchess, but a creator, an entrepreneur, and a home cook. Meghan's journey in the public eye began long before her royal ties. She's a working woman who's been employed since the age of 13, and she's never shied away from creating opportunities for herself and her family. Her critics may try to paint her in a single light, but Meghan is far more than a one-dimensional figure. She is proud of her domestic skills without being defined by them. She embraces her roles as a mother and an entrepreneur, proving that these two identities can coexist. Her brand, as ever, is a testament to this. Priced accessibly between $12 and $15, it's not about luxury, but connection. It's about sharing her love for cooking and the joy it brings her with the world. Meghan's journey is not just about a cooking show, it's a powerful narrative of resilience. It's about challenging royal expectations and showing a Black woman in a domestic space on her own terms. It's about creating generational wealth and opportunity. Despite the criticism, Meghan continues to rise. She's showing the world that you can be professional and domestic, a mother and an entrepreneur, criticized and still rise. This is her truth, and she stands by it, inspiring millions around the world to do the same. Meghan continues to rise, despite the criticism. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what the critics say, it's about staying true to yourself and your journey. Meghan's cooking journey has made a significant impact. Let's talk about the numbers. They speak volumes. Meghan's cooking show has been a hit, amassing over 2.6 million views on Netflix alone. That's no small feat. And it's not just popular in one place, it's made the top 10 list in 24 countries. That's a global phenomenon, folks. But the impact doesn't stop at the views. Since the launch of the show in January, Meghan has gained a staggering 2.7 million new followers on Instagram. That's millions of people tuning in to see what she's cooking up next and joining her on this journey. And it's not just about following along. People are actively participating in this cooking revolution. Merchandise from her brand, as ever, is selling out instantly, showing a tangible demand for what Meghan is creating. From her accessible pricing to her authentic approach to cooking, people are responding with enthusiasm and support. But the impact goes beyond numbers. It's about breaking barriers and challenging expectations. By stepping into a domestic space on her own terms, Meghan is redefining what it means to be a modern woman. She's showing that you can be a mother and an entrepreneur, that you can be professional and domestic, that despite criticism, you can still rise. And she's doing all this as the Duchess of Sussex, a Black woman who has faced intense scrutiny and criticism from the media. She's proving that she won't be boxed in, controlled, or silenced. Instead, she's using her platform to share her passion, create opportunities, and inspire others. This isn't just a cooking show, it's a statement, it's a testament to resilience and determination. It's a rallying cry for all women to reclaim their narratives and define success on their own terms. Meghan is showing the world that you can be professional, domestic, a mother, an entrepreneur, and still rise. Meghan's cooking journey is about more than just cooking. It's a powerful narrative of resilience, of a woman reclaiming her narrative after years of brutal media attacks. She's gone from being torn apart by the British media to creating her own platform, showing the world she's a multidimensional woman, not just a duchess, but a creator, entrepreneur, and home cook. Her brand, as ever, is not just about luxury, it's about connection. Despite the criticisms, Meghan is a working woman who's been employed since age 13, creating opportunities for herself and her family. She's proud of her domestic skills without being defined by them. This isn't just a cooking show, it's a statement. It's about challenging royal expectations, showing a Black woman in a domestic space on her own terms, and creating generational wealth and opportunity. The numbers don't lie, with millions of Netflix views, top 10 rankings in 24 countries, and millions of new Instagram followers since January. Meghan is showing the world that you can be professional and domestic, a mother and an entrepreneur, and you can be criticized and still rise. This is about reclaiming power. This is about showing the world that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, cannot be boxed in, controlled, or silenced. Thank you for joining us on Royal Telly. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.